just going to say, are you saying we need to record locally?
Oh, if you could, that'd be awesome. If not, if it's not, then I can use the Hangout. It sounds a lot better with the local.
New audio recording. All right, recording.
All right, yeah, I'm recording.
Yeah, I'm recording too.
Alrighty, so we are good to go. Does anybody have any questions about any of the games? And I'll explain them again at the beginning of each one for new listeners, of course.
You're good, man.
was anybody else hearing demonic lions?
No.
No.
Dude, the sounds that just came through my headphones, as soon as I started hitting record, I think it was one of you talking or something, but it was basically like
Nice.
So yeah, let me close this and try to do a local record again, because that was scary.
DGN Pod is brought to you by the live action Lion King.
All right. I'm recording again. Let's see if you sound like demons.
All right. Do I sound as evil as I truly am?
No, you sound fine.
So you're saying I'm more evil in actuality than I actually sound now. Wow, that's not very nice. Jeesh.
Don't you put that evil on me.
All right, I think we're good then. I'll go ahead and leave a little gap here and then start it out. Welcome back to Dynasty Game Night. I am your host tonight, John Bosch. No Matt Price in the building tonight. No Matt Price. He is back from Iceland, safe and sound. Yay for Matt, but he is actually at work right now. So we're recording during the day to accommodate schedule of some big time fantasy footballers, we could say. We got Mike Wright and Jason Moore from the Fantasy Footballers. How are you fellas doing?
We are big time. Don't ever forget it.
Big chests.
We're doing well. We are just living in the life of crazy free agency tampering periods.
Yes, of course.
I got Apple R on this Twitter feed right now.
I know. I'm watching.
Trying to get that Lev Bell news.
It's definitely coming. It's coming as soon as it's your turn. As soon as you buzz in to say your name for an answer, you're going to see Lev Bell signs with the New York Jets or wherever else, possibly. No Andy, but today the third, replacing Andy, obviously filling those shoes, is Bobby Koch. Bobby, how are you doing today?
Not sure I'm filling any shoes. Someone once told me the best ability is availability, and because I'm in grad school, I'm here. So glad to be here.
That worked out.
That's a good ability.
Bobby, can you make something in the middle of the day on a work day? Yes. All right, perfect. You're in. So, all right, before we get into the games, a little bit of business. I do want to mention that we are part of the DLF family of podcasts. Thank you very much for having us, DLF. Subscribe to that family feed, and you'll get all your Dynasty podcast content. Shirts, we have just a few left. Let us know if you want one. They're $10, real easy. Also, I need to start mentioning, as we are approaching the eliminators, of which all three contestants tonight headed up in an eliminator last year. Thank you very much for doing that. Keep an eye out for those. They will be coming in the coming months, few months away, but I want to start getting a little interest about those right now. Tonight, we will have 3 games if we need to. I do have 2 ready to go. We have ADPBS, and we have the name game. I'm going to look to Jason and let you pick which one do you want to play first.
Let's do the ADP thing.
All right, so ADP bullshit. For those that are new to the show, I'm going to ask a question, and they will get to bid their how many they can get correct out of this. So the first category is there were 8 running backs that have been in the top 12 ADP. This is DLF ADP from March of last year until today when the March ADP was released. Only 8 have been in the top 12 of running back position every single month. We'll start with Bobby, then go to Jason, then go to Mike on this one. Bobby, how many of those 8 can you name?
I'll say I can name 5.
Bobby can name 5. Again, if somebody gets called out, gets the answer right, they get 2 points. If you call somebody out and they don't complete the task, you get 1 point. Jason, do you want to raise the bid or call Bobby out?
I think I can do 6.
6. All right, Mike, coming to you. You want to go for 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 8, or do you want to call out Jason?
I'll go 7.
All right, Bobby, you're going to go for the full run, or are you going to let Mike have the glory?
I'm going to have to call BS.
All right, Mike, you got to get 7 right without getting 1 wrong. 8 running backs that have stayed there for a year.
Ooh, okay. Let's go with Todd Gurley.
That's 1.
Saquon.
That's 2.
Christian McCaffrey.
That's 3.
Kamara.
That's 4.
Zeke.
That's 5.
Melvin Gordon.
That's 6. Now you're a little dicey. Those 6 were pretty consistently near the top when I was looking back.
All right, I think he's still there. David Johnson.
Yes, there were a couple of months where he was sliding towards the very end, but he's there. So that's 7. Okay. You completed it. You wanna close out the category? See if you can get the final one.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's Mixon.
It's not Mixon. He was not there in September. Actually, you got your 2 points. So Mike with 2 points. The final running back that has actually stayed there. He's the subject. Who is it?
Is it Dalvin?
Nope, not Dalvin.
It's Lev.
It's Lev Bell.
There you
go. Coming in just barely under the wire, several months. I bet he rises in the next couple of hours, we're gonna guess.
Do we have a Le'Veon Bell news update?
Update. He has not yet.
not that I've seen yet. Not in the last.
I'm going to ask for those about every 5 minutes.
We made it through an entire question without Le'Veon Bell breaking going yet. So Mike's up 2-0. Mike, you're going to be the first bidder on this next one. We're going to swing over to wide receivers. We're going to do wide receiver, running back, quarterback. If there's a tie, we'll do tight ends as well to settle that tie. So there were 10 wide receivers that have been in the ADP. Not as much changed out of the wide receiver as there was with the running backs. 10 that have been there from last March to this March. We'll go Mike, Bobby, Jason in this order. Mike, how many of those 10 do you think you can name?
See, the problem is you guys don't watch enough Prices Right, so I'm going to start off with 1. I can name 1.
All right, Bobby, do you think you can go above 1?
I can name 2.
Oh, gee. All right. Jason, let's get this going a little faster.
I'm gonna triple it. I can go 6.
Up to 6. Mike, back to you.
How many total? It was 10?
10. It's pretty consistent.
All right. Yeah, I can do 7. I can do 7 of those.
7 for Mike. Bobby, back to you. Can you go 8, 9, or 10 out of 10? Or you want to call Mike out?
I'll take my chances on 8.
8 for Bobby. Jason.
That's really that's the line where it's tough. I'm gonna call BS on him.
All right. Let's see what you can do, Bobby.
All right. Odell.
That's 1.
Hopkins.
2.
Michael Thomas.
3.
Devontae Adams.
4.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
No. Juju missed a month. He was definitely one of the landmines. Juju and Amari are the landmines that were in this one. And you fell right on it. So Jason gets a point. You guys want to take some swings at who else has been there?
Tyreek.
Yeah. Tyreek has been there, yes.
Yeah, I didn't listen to exactly who he said.
Did we say Julio?
Julio and Evans have both been there.
Keenan?
Keenan's been there.
Yeah, Keenan. Diggs? Diggs in the top 10?
Has been there. Several times he's been number 12, I think. But
did we say Antonio Brown yet?
We did not say Antonio Brown, but he's also still there, sliding down a little bit, but he is there still.
It's disappointing. I just wrote my list in the wrong order.
I think we nailed everybody, though. So that was those were the 10 that stayed put. So we've got a quick score update. Mike with 2 points, Jason with 1 point, and we're moving on to what could be the final category, quarterback. 7.
I thought it was, where's Lev Bell going?
Final category.
Wait, sorry. Nope, still no Lev Bell yet. So, all right, quarterbacks. 7 quarterbacks have been in the top 12 from March to March.
Mm.
Let's see. Mike's in the lead, so we still get to start with him. Mike, we'll go Mike, Jason, Bobby in this case. Mike, how many of those 7 can you add? Can you get?
4.
Mike's at 4. Jason, you want to up that or call him out?
I'm gonna go 5.
All right, 5 for Jason. Bobby,
We have 7 total.
yep. You gotta go for it if you want to get in the game, or you're out.
I'll just be out. I'll call BS.
Quitters are gonna
Bold
quit.
strategy.
Bailing.
The bold strategy, Cotton. All right, how many do I have to name?
So you got to get 5 out of 7. If you do so, you win this first game. If you do not, then Mike wins this first game.
All right, from March to March, and this is in the top 12.
Top 12 DLF ADP from March to March.
All right,
They have not missed a month. That's
Aaron
one.
Rodgers,
That's 1.
Pat Mahomes,
That's 2.
Oh,
Deshaun Watson.
I wasn't sure if he would be there.
That's 3. Mahomes was close on a couple of months.
I know that was
on.
scary. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have gone right with
That-
Mahomes because I don't remember when last March was.
That was gutsy.
All right, I'm at 3. Russell Wilson.
He's on there, yes.
How many more do I need?
You're at 4, so you got to get one more right to win the game.
Oh man, that's tough because there's guys like Luck who last year. I'm gonna go. This is Dynasty, right?
Yes.
Dynasty. So I'm gonna go Wentz. I think people stick around with Wentz.
Wentz is nice and safe and on there, as would Luck. Luck would have made it too. Cam was the other quarterback that would have made it for you as well. So those are the quarterbacks that have stayed up there. Some of the close ones that have come in and out. Any guesses on guys that haven't been there, but guys that didn't make the list consistently, but may have been in and out?
Goff.
Prescott.
Yeah, I'd say Dak.
Goff. Dak actually was not much. I mean, he has been a couple of times, but surprisingly, he was always right around that like 13 range, it looked like. Goff was for sure in and out.
Kirk Cousins.
Cousins right around like Dak, same kind of general area.
How's Jameis doing lately?
Jameis rebounded big time. He is back up in there, but he took a huge plunge during the Ryan Fitzpatrick era.
It was a good era. Okay, so where's Lev Bell?
All right.
Yeah, do we have a Le'Veon Bell update?
I still think no Lev Bell signing.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be the first to announce it, right?
I don't know. He's telling other people to announce it on his Twitter. He's saying, yeah, go ahead, spill the beans, like it's a done deal, but nobody's talking.
There's only been like 1 million tweets in the last 30 minutes about Lev Bell, but nothing official.
He's just soaking it up, man.
He probably is. He should be auctioning off the rights to break the story. That would be really fun.
Ooh, like the decision.
Yes.
LeBron James.
Yes.
You guys are safe. He's just waiting until I'm in class later. Don't worry. I'm in class for like 4 hours later, so he's waiting until that window.
Just to ruin your school experience. All right, before we move to name game, let's just breeze through. We won't do bidding, but let's do tight ends just for fun. There's 6 tight ends that stayed in the top 12 over this time frame. Just name out names and I'll tell you yes or no.
Ertz, Kelsey,
Kittle.
Ertz and Kelsey, yes. Kittle, no.
Kittle, no.
Njoku.
Kittle just moved up.
Oh, I know, but I thought top 12. Njoku,
Yeah.
Not
Howard.
last March.
Yeah, Njoku, Howard.
Njoku, Howard, yes. 2 more.
Ingram,
and 1 more.
Oh man.
I don't know how low Hunter Henry would have dropped.
That's the one. Despite Stephen A. Smith's continued praise of his play, he managed to stay in the top 12 the entire time. And already in the top 12, Fant and Hawkinson. Love seeing that. Some rookies just debuting in the top 12 of ADP for Dynasty. We all know how well tight ends produce in a rookie year. It's fantastic.
Yep.
All right, we will move on to the name game after Jason takes down the title of the ADP bullshit. Nice job.
Nice, me.
So name game, I have a theme for tonight's, and let's face it, when we think the fantasy footballers, you have to also think the spitballers. There is one pretty common theme that you guys like to discuss, perhaps more than football. What's one thing you guys like to talk about more than football? Maybe.
I'm gonna guess it's Things in the bathroom for 800.
Oh no! Oh, that would have been fantastic, but I don't think there's enough categories there. I got food, so we're gonna have a
Okay.
we're gonna have a things in the bathroom would have been amazing.
Yeah,
I'm
bathroom
now
humor would have been the top.
I'm now thinking, how in the world can I make a name game out of just things in the bathroom?
Poop Johnson would fit in perfectly for that.
Shampoo, yeah, shampoo Johnson, perfect. All right, so it's names. So what I'll do here is I will read a clue. The before and after clue, if you've watched Wheel of Fortune, will basically go in that order. So if I name the NFL player first, their name will appear first. If I describe the food first, the name of the food will appear first, as these names blend together to perform a before and after. So everybody get ready for the intense Dynasty content right here. This is it. Your name is your buzzer. If you get it on the first clue, you get 2 points. If I give you a second clue, which will be the NFL team, that's only worth 1 point. So name is your buzzer. Buzz in when you are ready. The first clue is NFC East wide receiver and better M&M sized candy.
Oh man.
NFC East and candy.
Better
M&Ms.
M&M sized candy. Better
Better
M&M
M&M
sized
size candy. Oh, so okay. Oh, it's got wait.
Name is your buzzer.
Oh man. You said
Better,
NFC.
better sized M&M.
Better M&M sized.
I think
But
we're all
maybe-
struggling because
all I can
M&M's are
think
the
of-
best.
Maybe the better is a little biased by me, but it's a candy that is shaped the same as
mean-
M&M.
You said NFC East?
NFC East.
Oh, I mean, all I can think of is Skittles. but that's going to be NFC West tight ends. Let's see here.
And again, it'll be the NFL player's name first, and it'll blend directly into the answer of the candy. And FYI, I do cut off, like there is dead air in this game constantly. So I do take all that out because otherwise there's like minutes where people are going, But after a quick minute, we'll go to the second clue when you guys are ready.
Let me think.
I'm ready for the second clue.
I am not. I can't even think of another M&M size candy other than Skittles. You got Skittles.
You're gonna kick yourself.
I am because I'm all right. Okay.
Thought this was right up your alley.
I'm so ashamed of myself.
I can think of the candy, but I can't
All right.
think of the.
We ready for the second clue, everybody?
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles. So Eagles wide receiver and M&M sized candy.
Bobby.
Go for it, Bobby.
Alshon Jeff Reese's Pieces.
That's it. Alshon Jeff Reese's
Yeah, I knew the
Pieces.
candy. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
All
I'm
right,
there
I'll
now.
give you that's better than M&M's now. I forgot
Yes.
about Reese's Pieces.
Yes, Reese's Pieces are way better than M&M's, and I did get there. But Alshon Jeff Reese's Pieces? Terrible.
Oh, that's how.
I'd also, John, I'd like to point out, I've been on this game 3 times, and I finally got one in the name game.
You
I
got
can
a
retire
name
on
game
top.
clue. Everybody pause. Everybody pause your
Well,
recording.
I mean, you pulled the rope-a-dope because Wheel of Fortune. It's not one word turning into another. It's a phrase.
Okay, it's a syllable sometimes, but
All right. Well, now we know what to expect.
now,
Name game is tough. I had
everybody's
an
on board.
advantage.
Utter nonsense. Let's
All right,
do
that-
round 2.
If there's another NFC East wide receiver, I already know what the answer is.
That was awfully kind of everybody to give Bobby a nice point there. He's
Yeah,
got a
I
real
appreciate
point, no imaginary point, Bobby. Yay! All right, we're gonna move over to the AFC West. AFC West tight end and crispity crunchity candy bar.
Wait, AFC West what?
AFC West tight end and crispity crunchity candy bar.
Okay, hold on. Hey, did you say AFC?
AFC West.
And the player name comes first, or the?
In this case, yes. AFC West tight end and crispity crunchity candy bar. It's almost hard for me to not read the rest of that saying.
Right.
It's a bad week to be on a diet.
Oh, this shows. I'm glad we're recording before I eat lunch because I will be going to eat immediately after this. Anybody ready for the team name?
Oh, I got it, Mike.
Go for it, Mike.
Jake Butterfinger.
Jake Butterfinger. It is. Mike
Man.
on the board with 2 points. It's really hard to stop yourself at crispity crunchity and not continue to say that.
Yeah. We got there.
All right, we've got one more candy bar answer here. So, nougat and caramel covered in chocolate, and AFC North wide receiver.
Caramel and nougat?
Caramel and nougat covered in chocolate for the candy bar. And AFC North wide receiver.
I don't even know what candy bar it is.
I think I have the candy bar. I don't have the receiver.
That's going to be a problem for me.
AFC North wide receiver.
We should move forward to the second clue and devalue this question.
FYI, still no Lev Bell news. No official Lev
Appreciate
Bell
that.
news.
Appreciate that. Do you have any more candy clues? I don't know.
I think this is it for the candy.
No, I'm saying give me another hint of what candy bar this is.
I do have a hint for the candy bar if you guys would prefer the candy bar hint.
Sure.
I'm sure Jason knows what it is, but
Bobby, you on board for the candy bar clue?
Sure, although I think I have the candy bar.
It's out of this world.
Yep, I knew it.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and give the NFL team too, since I gave that. We'll still keep it at 1 point. So
Wait.
The NFL team is the Bengals.
Bobby Milky Way J Green.
Bobby Milky Way. Yes, you got the answer right. Not in the right order because
Wow.
you're so excited to get another point, Bobby. Look at he couldn't restrain it. Milky Way J Green. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Bobby coming through.
I want to completely besmirch the actual answer. Yes, someone got it.
Yeah, you got it.
Incredible work, Bobby.
To be fair, I grew up with a candy jar in my house, so candy's pretty much always on the mind.
Well, that's good because candy, we are done with candy now. So we will move on to some different types of food now. Quick update. Bobby and Mike both have 2. Jason is now just wondering about candy and distracted from the game. All right. AFC West tight end and Seinfeld favorite food.
Oh, great.
AFC West.
Do you have a Seinfeld gap?
Jason
yeah,
does.
Mike is a huge Seinfeld fan.
I know,
the food.
Oh, if you watch the show, you'll know that this food makes sense.
There's just a few that it could be.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you said AFC West tight end?
AFC West tight end and favorite Seinfeld food. Team?
Sure.
The Chiefs.
I don't know. I can't think of the food.
This
Bobby.
is why. You go ahead, Bobby.
This is going to be a really weird one. What's that guy? Oh, no.
Demetrius Harris.
Demetrius Harris soup?
No. Incorrect. Incorrect. This is why this game gets more reaction than anything else. Because everybody that's listening right now that knows this answer is furious.
Yeah,
Sam's going to disown me. He loves Seinfeld with a passion.
I would say favorite Seinfeld breakfast food, but it's not just a breakfast food. Clearly defined in the Seinfeld.
Yeah, my Seinfeld knowledge is not strong enough for this
All right,
question.
we'll move on from this one. So the answer was Travis Kell cereal.
Oh goodness.
Cereal is prominently featured in that show all the time.
All I could think of were, well, the first thing was corn nuts, because what's the deal with the corn nuts? Then the big salad.
Oh,
And
the big
then-
salad would have been a good one. That
and
would have
then
been
the
a
muffin with no top, or just the muffin top. So you had me stumped.
Yeah,
might
soup
have to
came
do-
to
I might
me.
have to
I couldn't get
told
off
me.
soup.
If you had told me breakfast food that is in a bowl with milk and the number one tight end in fantasy, I'm not sure I could have got to Travis Kell cereal.
All right, I do like getting a stumper for everybody. So this one I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get there on this one. AFC South running back and Kraft's pasta side dish.
Oh, Marlon mac and cheese.
Bobby.
All right, he got the answer. Jason was
You
on
didn't
right.
buzz in.
Did
Jason!
not buzz in, but he totally came. I knew the mac and cheese was going to come out there. All right, Marlon mac and cheese. Is that a little bit easier of a level? Should I stick to there?
Yeah, there you go. That's
we
when the
got
whole name is in it. That's-
Yeah, and that one actually, that puzzle makes sense.
All right. Well, so now it's all tied up. Everybody's at 2 right now. 2
All
to
right.
2 to 2. We now have an AFC South wide receiver and a steak cut with a letter-shaped bone.
Bobby.
Go for it, Bobby.
T.Y. Hilton bone? No, that's not right.
No, that's not right.
that was awesome, though.
I don't
Read the clue
I don't know what a ton bone is, but
I was going for the T-bone, and then it just got kind of confused in my head. You know, it happens.
Yeah, but
So
read the clue
AFC
again.
South. Yeah, go.
the team is the Houston Texans.
But what's the food?
Steak cut with letter-shaped bone.
Oh, Bobby.
Nah, they can't have. You can't buzz it.
Damn it.
That, Bobby.
I know it now,
You
too.
ruined your chance.
Oh, God. This is going to haunt me at night.
Yeah, Jason.
Go for it, Jason.
Kiki QT bone.
That's it. Kiki QT bone. A ton bone. I don't know what a ton bone is. Sheesh. Kiki QT bone. All right. Next one. AFC East running back and cream-filled sandwich cookie.
Oh, Bobby.
Go for it, Bobby.
Actually, I retract my Bobby.
Oh, man. That's fantastic.
I don't know the dessert, so I can't.
Cream-filled
cookie?
sandwich cookie.
Yeah. And what did you say? It was AFC East.
AFC East running back.
Bobby, I'm going to go for it.
Oh, okay. We're going back for Bobby. All right.
Frank Gorios.
What was that?
Frank Gorios.
Frank Gorios it is. Bobby takes a commanding lead over Jason by 1 point and Mike by 2 points.
All right. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I guess still in the AFC East.
He is. No matter where he goes, he's either, still technically a Dolphin or he's now a Bill. Either way, it worked out. It was very, very lucky for the clue there.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
never trust Frank Gore on the tampering period.
All right. Final clue. This is easily the toughest one.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
NFC North wide receiver and a pasta that's wider than spaghetti but thinner than fettuccine. Do you know your pastas?
Fusilli Jerry.
Still stuck on that Seinfeld. Nice.
And you said NFC North wide receiver?
NFC North wide receiver and a pasta that's wider than spaghetti but thinner than fettuccine. I'm so hungry right now. still no Lev Bell.
Oh, I think I got it.
Go for it, Mike.
Anthony Miller. Nope. Nope. That
Nope.
didn't work.
Nope, it didn't.
I
Anybody want the team name?
think I want the pasta clue.
I don't have a clue for the pasta.
Oh, great. Then sure, I'll take the team name.
The team Green Bay Packers.
You said thicker than
I
spaghetti.
know it now. I know it now, by the way.
Thicker than spaghetti. And thinner than what?
Thinner than fettuccine.
Mike wants to buzz in.
So a noodled pasta that's wider than spaghetti, thinner than fettuccine. Should we let Mike go, guys, for a point? It gives Bobby the game. I'm sure Bobby's on board with it.
How dare you?
No, you guys keep thinking. See if you can figure it out.
Man, my pasta skills are not what should be letting me down. I love pasta.
I maybe have the pasta. I'm trying to remember the name of the wide receiver to go with it now.
I think we're going to have to count it as a stumper and let Mike go for a point.
Right,
Jason, go for it.
Marquez Valdez Scantalinguini.
Jason!
That's what I was trying to find.
Coming through at the end. Of course, tying it up.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
That is awesome.
Scantlinguini.
That's
All right.
that I got stuck on Miller because I was like, oh, the L. And then I forgot that his name ends with an R.
That was I can't believe for all the difficulty that game was giving you, you definitely pulled out the toughest clue there at the end.
Magic.
That is for sure. Very nice.
Time with the player name, I was trying to go, who's that guy I traded for a second? Why won't his name come to me? I'm sorry, Dynasty Outhouse Russ. I failed you.
Marquez Valdez Scantling. All right.
Scantlinguini.
I think I missed. I failed to read a clue. So luckily we do still have one left. Thank goodness, because we are now tied at 4-4. So, Mike, you're going to be out on this one. This one's going to be Bobby and Jason.
All right, fair enough.
And if Jason wins this game, he wins the show. He wins both games
for the football.
And that's it. And that's it. Bobby,
for the horde.
You have to force. You have to force the overtime game. Mike is unfortunately on the sidelines, just observing now. So the final clue that we have.
I know it.
Nice. Perfect. AFC East running back and slimy edible aphrodisiac.
What?
AFC East running back, and I can even give you the team. It doesn't matter. AFC, the Bills running back and slimy edible aphrodisiac.
Okay. Oh, man. Okay, we'll get there.
Bills running back and slimy edible aphrodisiac.
Oh, okay. All right, Jason.
Go for it, Jason, for the night.
LaShawn McCoyster.
LaShawn McCoyster is it.
Boo.
Jason, with a come from behind win, takes the night.
Oh, the clean sweep.
LaShawn McCoyster. Now you know why people.
I can't say that I'm proud of winning.
It's easily the most frustrating game, but people love it. People love the name game.
That QT bone is going to haunt me tonight.
The hilt ton bone.
Yeah.
You know, gonna go choke on a ton bone tonight at dinner time. Oh, gross. All right, hey, I guess let's get out of here and let's go around and give everybody your information. I'm sure everybody knows where all three of you can be found, but just in case, let's go ahead and spread that love. Bobby, where can people find you?
You can find me at Wrecked Fantasy. I'm pretty sure when I pod with John, I'm obligated to say I am not a Twitter tough guy. And you can find my work at DLF Football.
Jason, the champion. Congratulations on the win. Where can people go to worship the Dynasty Game Night champion?
So much to me. They can go to our website, Fantasy Footballers. They can find me on Twitter at Jason FFL.
screaming into the Twitter sphere endlessly,
Yes.
at least on the Avi forum.
Yeah.
And Mike, I appreciate you joining. No consolation prize. We don't have the prices right. You're going home with something at least, but appreciate you coming. Where can people go to find you?
You can find me on the Twitter and the IG at FF Hitman.
As for the show, you can find us at DGN Pod. I am at John Bosch FF. Matt is at Matt Price FF. He will be back because he has to host because I don't want to next time. So he will be back next time. As always, rate, review, share, subscribe, buy shirts, everything. Thank you all for listening. Until next time. See ya.